What's up, guys? It's Raziel here again. A few hours before Legion launch, and I wanted to talk about Wraith Walk. This is something I said I was going to talk about in my last video. Again, apologies for the last video being so long. It was late at night, had a few drinks. Decided that I needed to, for my first video ever on my YouTube channel, that I would go on a rant about the recent changes made to the Blood Death Knight. Anyway, let's talk about Wraith Walk. Okay, now I'm gonna try to keep my cool a little bit here, keep my composure, because oh god, Wraith Walk is the only ability in the game given to DKs to improve mobility. You can talent it in to make it a little better, a little shorter cooldown, whatever. But um, the reason why, according to Blizzard, that Death Knights have the lowest mobility in the game as far as melee classes go is because we are supposed to, and I quote, feel strong in range. Okay? Now, I love how Blizzard used the word feel. I mean, it's a transparent word that is 100% based off of one individual's personal opinion. So that way, when we're like, hey, you say we're supposed to feel strong up close, but you have Frost right now, poor fucking Frost down there, simming at times below some tanks on DPS, and Unholy, which, to be fair, Unholy is doing well, but it's still not the best melee spec by any stretch of the imagination. We got Rogues and I believe right now Havoc, Demon Hunters do more DPS. But anyway, I digress. That's not what the point of this video is. But they're doing more damage, so we're not as strong as they say we're supposed to be up close. But we can't say they're liars because they use the word feel. Now, if they would have phrased it, you should be really strong up close, then yeah, then they're liars. Anyway, GG Blizz sidestepping an issue by using a word like feel to blow us off. Anyway, back to Wraithwalk. So I'm completely fine with Death Knights having low mobility if they shine somewhere else. Death Knights have had low mobility since the dawn of time. Okay, since Wrath of the Lich King, their first iteration in the game, our mobility hasn't been great, and as time goes on, it stayed the same or maybe gotten a little worse. Okay, but my issue is that we don't really shine in any real meaningful way, to compensate for being so slow. But again, that's not the point of this video. I don't want to go off on a huge rant tangent there. My issue is with the Wraith Walk ability itself. Okay, let's start off with how it looks. The Wraith Walk ability looks like shit. Okay, it looks stupid. I mean, you look, like the ghost of a lumberjack wandering around, with your weapon on your shoulder, and you float. Now, if its only issue was how it looked, fine. I only have to see it for, a couple seconds every 45 seconds or so. Whatever. But have you guys ever... Is there any other ability in the game that comes to mind that is not functional, that is not optimum, like the best functionality you can get out of the ability is not in the ability until you apply a fucking cosmetic glyph to it, okay? There is a glyph, which, by the way, inscribers, get ready to make a fuck ton of money off every Death Knight in the game, because every Death Knight, everybody who has a Death Knight and wants to play their Death Knight, even as an alt, is going to buy this glyph from you, okay? The glyph of Wraith Walking, okay? So the reason why is because Wraith Walk gets you stuck on everything. Fences, stairs, even tiny fucking pebbles on the ground can stop your Wraith Walk. And you can't jump while you Wraith Walk. Oh God. Okay, so until you apply this glyph that makes you walk on the ground, the ability is handicap. Okay, it doesn't work right. That's fucking terrible design. That's just poor, piss poor, shitty design. You can't cut it any other way. And the fact that they haven't addressed this in any way other than, oh, here's a glyph that makes it so you walk. Why don't you just walk to begin with? Why? Fucking Christ on a cross. Okay? Um, so we got that whole problem going on. All right. Now my other issue with Wraith Walk is the fact that it's also the only mobility ability in the game for melee where if you do another ability, if you press anything else while you're doing it, it cancels it. Why the fuck? Paladins can still attack when they're riding on their fucking shiny Power Ranger horses. You know, warriors can, you know, weapon throw and do abilities when they charge and leap. We all know demon hunters can do everything while they're in the air. Okay, um, it's fucking ludicrous. Why is this a thing? Anyway, I want to keep this video a lot shorter than my first. You know, first video ever on my channel was fucking half-hour long. But what are your opinions on Wraith Walk? What do you think about this ass ability? Like, why did they even make it? Why didn't we just keep, you know, March of the Damned, or what was that ability called now? I don't even remember. But it was just a movement speed increase, and you just walked. Why did they feel the need to change it? It's it just blows my mind the decisions this development team has made. Like it's like they're porting effects and things to flash on your screen from Heroes of the Storm and their other games and Diablo 3 or whatever else to make you feel like some kind of fucking unique snowflake. But it's really looked like shit. Like I've seen a lot of great suggestions on, you know, MMO Champ forums and the Blizzard forums of an ability that has the same cooldown, the same movement speed increase, but would have actually been cool and fit the class fantasy. You know, Blizzard drones on about class fantasy, class fantasy, class fucking fantasy. Well, Wraithwalk doesn't fit the fantasy, like hardly at all. Like it seems to me more like a Shadow Priest ability than fucking Death Knight. But anyway, I digress. What do you think, guys? Leave the comments down below. Tell me what you think. You know, like, comment, subscribe. My channel's brand new. I know it's gonna take quite a while to get it to where I get views, but that's not the reason I do it. I do it because you know what? It's a great place to vent, and there's been so many times in the past where I just wanted to vent, had no real outlet to do so. Now I do. So let me know what you think, guys, and we'll see you in Legion in a few hours. Keep it real.